Could have it as a donation incentive or something someday, maybe. It's a slime boss, silent act 1. Transform a strike and defend and see what happens. Those are better cards than strike and defend in theory. Guess we'll have to see how they do in practice. Would love for me to get rest. Yeah, me too. But I'm going to work today. At least for a couple of hours. I have a video that shows what to look for on the map. It's very, like, particular. Like, just having this potion massively changes what I'm thinking about doing on the map, for example. So it's hard to have one video that tries to teach it all. What I would recommend is checking out my over-explain runs, or even my 20-hour Act 1 with defect. How do I even find that? I don't even know how to find that. Floor per day playlist? No. Does anybody know how to find my floor per day run? Maybe if we just search, like, Jorbs greater than 20-hour videos. YouTube. Nope. Google doesn't know how to do that. I don't know how to do it. Footwork's okay. A bit slow. How much has my thinking changed since I made the over-explain runs? I don't know. I think the structure of the thinking is the same. It's just the values are different, maybe. Question marks always go one after the other. I'm not a great person to ask about stuff like what would have happened if you did something different. How are the Slay the Spire devs so talented? A lot of hard work? They both have a lot of joy in their life. I think that helps a lot with making a game. Sorry, I'm just looking at this shop waiting for it to, like, stop being terrible, and it is just still terrible. Let's see this. Congratulations, Selena. Still waiting on that myself. Could buy the rest of my gold, I guess. think this is right. This is a hard fight. Like, not hard to survive, but hard to play right. Maybe I played it wrong. Terror is fine. Sorry. Usually I've been catching the mute for those, but that one snuck up on me. Alright. Thorga, thanks for the 76 months. Oh wait. I have a Wally plans and a terror I want to play. Hope I have enough here. I'm gonna color this potion next turn. Oh no. This hits for 21. Let's play one strike and lock. Okay. Okay. Bottled terror isn't, like, ludicrous. Sure. It does stuff for the next, like, 20 floors at least. First, doesn't really matter much. I think one Masterful Stab's okay. And now we are somewhat fight ready, I would say. I am going to rust over upgrading Wraith Form. My deck's just not consistent enough at drawing Wraith Form on the turn I want to play it. Now what do I do? Power Potion seems good. 2 Wraith Forms. think this is fumes. Wait, we burst terror unironically. That's wonderful. Hey, trigonometry. Where's the Slay the Spire DLC? Slay the Spire 2's out later this year. Monster Train 2's out next month. Kind of excited about that one. Probably going to play it a bit. Wait, it's not a terrible Sentry's fight. These seem good. I did decide at some point that I really liked taking Acro every time it was offered on Silent. Not convinced it's the right card here. But I don't like the other ones either. Wait. I just want to wait until I play Wraithform to get 2 more health here. Or not. Fumes or footwork. Wow. I think it's fumes. But I feel gross saying that, and like I'm wrong. But also I think it's fumes. I have everything going on to make my damage come from somewhere other than fumes. I have a little bit of help with block from other sources with Wraithform. That's kind of it. Both of them are good. Try to make footwork work this time. This does seem like a slower deck, so Warped Tongues should be pretty good. It's funny. I guess I could have played Survivor and just discarded it. Survivor for like plus 700 health or something. I always have Cunning Potion for the kill this turn. If I get that, I don't need it. Masterful Stab didn't do its best that fight. Tungsten Rod's very funny here. Malaise is excellent. Tungsten Rod is very funny here. I'm gonna take it. That's very funny. Is it possible for me to lose this fight? If I call it. That's kind of how I would, not getting to play Wraith form. Allergies? I think this is more than allergies. I get so much out of waiting. I'll just wait. With the potion ticking up, and there's like a Wraith form in my deck I can draw to ward and stuff. Nice minimal effort. Hey, natures. After image, 1,000 cuts. I want more damage. 1,000 cuts is damage. Why does this one cost 2, but this one only costs 1? Seems kind of unfair. Oh, also when I went upstairs, I got myself a throat balm caramel flavor with liquid center Ricola thing. Made in Switzerland. Ooh, won't be able to get these pretty soon, probably. Gotta enjoy it while it's here. It's like an $80 throat lozenge. This deck kind of wants a 4th energy, to be honest. Maybe if I didn't take 1,000 cuts, I could take Astrolabe. Also, the Pandora's Box last run has kind of made me terrified of transforming cards. I'll throw some in with the next egg smuggling run. Yeah. Yeah, fortunately I do have an egg guy. Uh-oh. See how this goes. That went very well. I don't think I have to take finisher. I can just take escape plan here, I think. What's a JD? I don't know what a JD is. The multilingual pun is being lost on me, like probably 3 or 4 different ways. Oh yeah, how do I kill one of them? Skewer, maybe? Let's go for broke, actually. Take 1,000 cuts, upgrade it, and then burst blade dance and kill both of them. Yo, I didn't think that would work. It probably still doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work. Okay, well, you know. Juris Doctor. So back in like 2016 or something, I started streaming full-time. 2015, 2016, something like that. There are people who know this shit about themselves, and I just don't. I just know that at some point I started streaming, and here we are. Anyway, should I just transform here? I don't think the strength is super strong here. Though it kind of gets me through a couple of elite fights, maybe. I think it's fine to transform. Yeah, okay. One of those was Grand Finale and one of them was Wraith form. Anyway, I started streaming and I discovered that something I enjoyed as a streamer was kind of like riffing off current events, just kind of like making jokes about what was going on in the world. And that worked really quite nicely for me in like 2017. And then COVID hit, and I was like, oh fuck, now what do I talk about? Because I didn't really want to like spend the entirety of my stream reminding people that COVID was happening, you know? So yeah, I had to like work some shit out around that. But then like the vaccine rolled out and everything. Things started to seem a little bit better in the world. I was like, all right, cool, I can go back to commenting on current events. And then... and then... Ooh. Coughed up some mucus there. I'm just really having a great day right now. Anyway, we'll have to talk about something else, like video games, I guess. At least I don't have measles. Yet. Hmm. This doesn't deal 29? Deals 21? Ouch. Boom. Like, I don't hate a second back row. Yeah, I think it makes the deck better. Ooh, no. Tech could use a couple more Wraith forms. Excuse me, sir, if it's not too much. You are right. I got a better than 50% chance here. Oof. GG this fight. Sometimes the best way to play Grand Finale is simply to play it when you draw it. Was there ever a COVID debrief? Not really. It's one of the wildest things to me is like, we have like particular materials we use for doorknobs because we worked out about the germ theory of disease, and then we were like, oh shit, we should make doorknobs, which everybody handles all the time. Not be good places for diseases to like live. And then we changed the materials that we made them out of. And then like COVID hit, and it's like, oh, there's this big respiratory disease, which is bad. And I guess it's here now. Like maybe we should change something about something so that it's not as bad. I don't know. Should we do that? Maybe. I don't know. Is anybody looking into this? We fired them all? Okay, cool. That's wonderful. Anyway. With Burst, I kind of want Bouncing Flask. It's a pretty good card. Woof. Shop's broken for some reason. I think one strength is enough to matter still. Also, this seems like the sort of deck which will just win the end game if it gets there. Boop. Deck's very good at making most things not matter. Another Blade Dance? Sure, let's make sure we get through the elites. How does Silent get her daggers back? Finally, someone asking the real questions. Next turn could be kind of bad. I should have kept aggro. Yeah, this deck is, like, kind of strong, though. I don't think this is a blur sort of angle. Don't really make any block. Other cards seem bad. I don't know what to do. Fascinating. Behold. Play dance grand finale or something? No, I want to kill this to reduce his chance of attacking. Feels like kind of a waste, this grand finale. Wasn't even anything to hit, really. If a Wraith form is so good, why don't they make a Wraith form too? Maybe they will. At this point, I don't think I need another Blade Dance. Snicko's Skull is a nice pickup, kinda. I mean, it's fine. I do take Apotheosis, probably. Go either way. Card remove's pretty good. Kind of a bad calculated gamble, actually, with bottled well-laid plans. Smurf thinks that 95 months. Appreciate it. 95 equals 5 times 19. But what is that in dartboard math? Getting the cheap card remove seems so good. I should probably remove pain instead of, like, not removing pain. They've been having so much emergency. Didn't see Wraith form in the board game a few days back. Does the board game have Wraith form? I don't know if it does. Archwood Nixel is 76 months. Oh no. I guess it's fine. I guess I just take like 30, whatever, and then I win. This is actually okay. Hey Hawkross, how are you? We can also have our grand finale not work. So that's kind of exciting. Looks like grand finale will work. It will be weak. Still got a bit of damage to deal. I do have a fire potion. Where's the boot? In my moment of need. The boot abandoned me. Letter opener is pretty cool. I'll take a Crippling Cloud plus. Combos with letter opener. Goes well with Snecko Skull. I really want this upgraded. I really want this upgraded. With this particular fight, this one might matter more. What happened to my voice? I upgraded. I have never seen the high Ascension heart in the board game. Still not a thing I know about. Ooh, my ear pressure is weird. This is a fun, slightly different part of being sick. The higher difficulty heart is at 11. I've never seen the lower difficulty heart either. I assume this is fine. Hey, Big L. I'm definitely feeling a bit better. I wouldn't be streaming if I felt like I did yesterday. The problem with playing the Slay the Spire board game is I don't want to play it with other people that much. Like a little bit. But not like on stream. I don't want to play it off. There's like too many different things. There's just too many different things. Could I play it like off stream with friends? Yeah, probably. But then it's like weird because like kind of my job. So I'm like kind of doing my job while not doing my job. Weird. But then if I play it on stream, it's like, but this is a game that I love and I kind of want to play with my friends. Also weird. But then if I play it single player, it's like, well, this is cool single player, but it is designed to be played by like more than one person. Like I'm doing a lot of shuffling and stuff by myself, you know? Well, then I could play it on Tabletop Simulator, but then that's weird because I have the board game. So it's like, I have the board. I want to play with the physical pieces. But it's easier to shuffle. This one. It's just weird. It's just a lot, Twitch chat. I think Kursky is fine. Sliver's Collar might be better. Do I ever need an energy in a holy fight? I don't think so. Kanya, thanks for 23 months. Appreciate it. Get a card shuffler. Are campfires even good? Probably just start here and go through this. And then depending on the curse, I can go like straight to a shop to remove it or go for another elite. I think that's fine. I want the shop early. Get rid of one more strike. Strike is pretty bad. Yeah, I don't think you could really use a card shuffler for this Slay the Spire board game, unfortunately. Oh, also, there's the whole, like, I'm playing a board game instead of a video game, which isn't usually what I do. And if I'm gonna spend time playing a board game, I'd like to play something that isn't Slay the Spire, because, like, I sure have played 9,000 hours of Slay the Spire or something. 9,296.4. Concentrate's okay. I think once I'm fighting elites and bosses, my energy is not going to feel bad anymore, though. Like, okay. Oh, no, my ears are weirdly pressurizing the other direction. I have some feedback on, like, human body version 2.0 or whatever this is. What is this for? I think I can just play Wraith Form here. They're almost dead. Tough fight. Ow! A little bit awkward that this one doesn't count as an elite fight for the energy. But it should still be okay somehow. Getting 2 burns put on top? Oh no. What a shame. Sure. Dead branch is back. Piercing Well's okay. Sure. I think that's basically the fight over, yeah? Actually use another well-laid plants now, I think. Okay. Would a catalyst actually be good here? In this exact fight, there is no conceivable thing that could matter in any way. There are probably other places where catalyst would be good. Atuntina Stella, thanks for the 68 months. Appreciate it. So I could have gone for grand finale there, probably. Oops. I've been taking so much NyQuil that my silent build has become the Hatman. This is the Hatman. multiplication potion might be nice. I'll take another malaise. Who knows when that could come in handy. I have a new microphone. I'm really looking for the joke here. Like, maybe I should put this on 9, but what if it's better on 4? No one knows for sure, right? I think I like fumes. It's a lot of damage in a deck that does actually kind of struggle to deal damage a bit. Oh hey, I didn't take Curse Decay. Cool. So I guess I don't even have to deal with the curse. This would probably be fine. Just take the rare relic though. Name plus 10 is indeed 21. Thanks for the 29 months. Appreciate it. Okay. Just take another piercing whale. Feels like as long as I don't die, I probably win. Awakened one might be the hardest fight in the game at this point. Awakened one takes a long time to kill. Time saving doesn't multiplate. Time saving doesn't multiplate. Gosh. Alright. I imagine that being like scrawled in the margin of a like medieval text. Like Fermat's last theorem. Scrawled in the margin of a new clue, please. Please. Don't speak of that text here. What? Okay. Worked it out eventually. I have successfully nightmared Wraith form twice in a row against Giant Head. Oh, I played D&D over the weekend. I spent a lot of time coughing and blowing my nose. But I had fun. Already got one bouncing flask, into fumes, and a crippling cloud. I don't think I need another. Does footwork do something? I don't think so. Shit. Oh. Okay. Easy game, apparently. Was I blowing my nose in character? No, absolutely not. If I were a better D&D player, I would have thought of that. I would have roleplayed to someone with a heavy cold. I played a fighter who had all the arrogance of a paladin, but none of the godliness. And I had a good time. Also, there was delicious food. I have some really good friends in my life. Something I am thankful for. The difference in game between taking 0 damage and blocking the damage. There is one that I can think of. Buffer charges are lost whenever you would lose HP. So Tungsten Rod doesn't stop 1 damage from removing a buffer charge. It's the only one I can think of right now. There might be others. There are a lot of different interactions in the game, so like, you know. Do my friends behave differently since I've rose in fame? No. These are all kind of bad, and I'm just gonna take the max HP. I want one of these upgraded and one of these upgraded. Let's take fumes first. So one way to win this fight would be to energy potion, duplication potion, and malaise. That would certainly end the fight. thing is, I'm not sure I can play Wraith forms right now. It just takes a really long time to kill this. Maybe just try to, like, not Wraith form for a little bit, and then Wraith form in, like, 4 turns or something. Like this will survive a turn by itself, for example. Your friends have behaved differently since you told them that you watched me. That's really cool. Alright. I have probably killed some things. I think approximately 0 of my friends would agree with the claim that I am famous. I don't know though, maybe I should ask them. I'm having some, like, I don't know. I think probably, so first off, I'm not, like, famous. I'm, like, a Twitch streamer. Different things. I think that the biggest thing my friends have had to deal with is, like, this job takes a lot of social energy, so I don't have much social energy outside of work. So they've had to deal with not actually getting to see as much of me. Certainly there were like 3 or 4 years in the middle of streaming where I was like really giving it all of my social energy. Although also the pandemic was here anyway, so like what else was I gonna do? Oh, okay. Would I say that Twitch chat drains all my energy? Interesting. I don't know. How my energy has worked in streaming has changed over time. My playlist available? This is just an internet radio station off Royal Otis. Royal Otis is the seed. It turns out that the deck is like completely fine without playing any Wraith forms, which is a little concerning. Not sure a deck should be allowed to be this strong, I don't know. Are my friends also involved in the international jewel business? I have one friend of a friend who like fled the country because of tax evasion. And other than that, I don't think I know any friends who are at least criminal in a known way. Let's hold on to this. Huh. Let's continue holding on to it. Okay. Catalyst Nightmare could be good. Oh shit. Okay. The rare second bullet time in the same turn. Thanks, Serious Goblin. I'm feeling quite a lot better. Still perhaps a little way to go, though. Do I have campfire actions? I think I can just Wraith form here. Kinda weird to play the Skewer but not play the Deflect there. Inscrutable, I believe, is what we call that. There was a hut in Heroes of Might and Magic, either 2 or 3, where there was a witch who gave you a skill for her own inscrutable purposes. And I'm still not sure I know what the word means. But that game was a very formative part of my youth. Oh my god, are we gonna do another Jorbs relationship advice stream? Bear Daddy Jorbs is one of, like, the best streams I've ever done, probably. Did I give any, like, advice in that stream? I just know that it's recommended heavily enough by the YouTube algorithm that people who are, like, interested in what I do find it pretty quickly when looking into me. Midone, thanks for the 14 months, appreciate it. Which is interesting. It's interesting that, like, anything you do on the internet suddenly becomes your resume. I came back in Hom 5. I don't know if I've ever played Hom 5, but maybe I should. I don't remember any of the advice being, like, particularly good or funny. I don't know, it might just be that it's a strong thumbnail. People like to click on it. Alright, they're all dead. Hey Jorbs, my partner appears to be being attacked by a person wearing a goat's skull. I, Octahedron 975, don't know how to support my partner, Taurus 1016, through this time. That is, first of all, thanks for writing in. Secondly, that is a problematic age gap. I think you're seeking external attackers to self-victimize and self-pity here because of the toxicity that you have created in your own relationship. Oh, we don't do half your age plus 7 anymore. Also put some clothes on. Works for the best of us. Toolbox is pretty good. Like, mostly I just want to draw and play Wraithform and then I win, so... Should have enough Wraithform that works. What's the new rule? Oh, you can just tell someone they're problematic whenever you want, is the new rule. What's wrong with the old rule? You couldn't do that. What am I listening to right now? What the fuck am I listening to right now? Am I, like, dying? What if I'm dying? This is Alt-J. I tend to enjoy Alt-J. But also, I don't know. What is happening? How would I feel about dying on a Twitch stream? I think for now I just prefer not to die at all. I did watch all of The Pit. So I've had death on the mind more than usual recently. It's a, like, hospital drama, is why. In case you haven't watched the show. That would be a weird thing for someone to say if you hadn't watched the show. GG. Eternal Feather, always a nice one to get from the Act 4 elites. Okay, we already won, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I already won. It was good, but the med interns having so much responsibility was fantastical. Well, I liked it. Hey, Bear Frog. Favorite part of the run has been Tungsten Rot. 137 damage prevented. It's pretty good with Intangible. Tends to do okay. Normal. like I'd be fine without it. I would have had to think more. I suspect I would have still won. My favorite non-boss relic. Other than the boot and runic dodecahedron. I'm trying to decide if it's a dick move to see a movie right now. Like in a theater with other people. I've been muting a decent amount when I've been coughing. Yeah, I'm definitely wearing a mask. That's a given. GG. I guess I could always like go in and see how it's going. The coughing is being exacerbated by talking quite a lot, so if I'm not talking, just see if I can maybe get through it without much coughing. And then if I'm coughing, I can leave. This seems like the way to do it. Rent out the whole theater? Excellent idea. What do we say about that? I don't even know.